Red pill fab, facts at 100%, the hated one, now the hurt, dishonest, fake nerd. What's up, y'all, man? I'm gonna throw this video at you guys. So I had a client today, and I was talking to that client, and I think where we have seen an evolution of children running the house. This has evolved. Children running the house. I have seen it multiple times, so much to the point where I actually did a study about teenagers running the house, kids running the house. So I'm going to talk about that today here on the 28th of June 2021. Teenagers running the house. There's a lot of adults out there, and the evolution of the single mom, the power of the single mom, has brought this about like full scale. I just don't know any woman on this planet that's stern. I've known women to tell a kid no very gently. As a matter of fact, the biggest issue that husband and wife couples have is the husband wants to be stern and the mother wants to be lenient. But one of the reasons, if not the biggest reason as to why women are never stern with children, is because they look at their children like they're teddy bears, like they're dolls, they're little baby. And if they think that if they'll be stern and firm with their children, they actually think their child is going to hate them. Women don't have the intellect to understand, be firm with your kid, it'll save their life. Be firm with your kid. No, that kid ain't stupid. That kid don't understand where he's getting his life source from. Not understanding that. But I need y'all to follow me and hit those thumbs up. Stop fucking with me. Stop being fucking with me here. A lot of you guys have known individuals that is having this problems with their teenagers. Teenagers acting like they're grown. I think the more and more I do this video, and the more and more as the years go along, I think that it would probably have been best that I not have any children, because that would not fly with me, not at all. It wouldn't fly. So let me say this. A lot of you guys have seen individuals dealing with grown kids. It's the way to handle grown. Treat grown like grown. That's it. You can't ask nobody for nothing when you grown. You can't expect nobody to feed you when you grown. You can't expect the creature comforts of your own home if you live with somebody else and you're supposed to be grown. You guys need to help kids understand you don't get to ask me for nothing. And let me tell you something. Let me go back in history. In 2010, when I was on the radio network, I had two secretaries. We did a study. Children that called the cops on their parents. We was going to do 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, which would have given us our percentage, 20%. So we did 1 out of 10, all girls. 1 out of 20, all girls. And let me speed this story up because I'd be here all day. It wasn't until we got 260 something, we found one boy that called the cops on their parents. 260 something girls will call the cops on their parents like that. When that happens, the psychological breakdown of order has started. I had a secretary her daughter did. I watched her change. Kids want order. They want order. But an adult that feel as though they ain't got to give kids order, an adult that feel as though a child will let the child lead at any point, that is a recipe for disaster. So how do you help a grown child? How do you help a grown child understand they're not grown? Because that's your new job. A lot of individuals think they got to discipline the child. You ain't got to hit the child. You ain't got to hit the child. How do you get a grown child to understand they're not grown? It's easy. It's easy. So check this out. All you have to do, this is easy. Check this out. When it's time to eat, go get you a pizza. Eat the pizza. Get you some tomato sauce. Get you some bologna. Chop up the bologna. After you eat the pizza, save the crust. Pour some tomato sauce on the crust. Sprinkle some bologna bits on the crust. And tell the kid you're having pizza crust, bologna pizza crust for dinner. All those foods are legal. That's what they're having. I ain't eating that. Well, you're grown. Go eat what you want. You're grown. You got you a soda. I want some soda. No. Go and get you some water. Or what you do is you go get you some yellow dye number 5. Get you a pitcher of water. Fill the pitcher of water up. Fill the pitcher up with water. Put the yellow dye number 5 in it. Put orange juice. Put an orange juice sticker on it. Let your kids drink it. This orange juice tastes like crap. I know it do, but you're grown. Go get your own. There's a lot of kids out there that won't allow their mother to discipline them or their father to discipline them. There's a lot of kids out there that know the rules of the establishment, which is social services. But if you tell your kid, no, I'm giving you something to eat. It just ain't what you want, but I'm giving you something to eat. No, it's orange juice. It's orange juice. It's orange juice. You tell your kid, no, it's orange juice. No, it's diet orange juice. You tell your kid it's diet orange juice. No, it's pizza. It's pizza crust. And then you tell your other kids or whatever, oh, we're going out to eat. Here's a classic. You got a kid, think they grown. Take them to the supermarket. When you get to the cash register, tell them, pay for the stuff. I'll see you when you get outside. A lot of you guys are dealing with kids that think they grown because you allow them to get away with saying that they're grown. They get away with that. If a little boy, if 2 kids was playing and one of them said, I want to stab the other one, wouldn't you say something? Wouldn't you say something to that kid? Wouldn't you say, what? You want to stab your little brother? Wouldn't you say that? Of course you would. But you allow children to act certain ways and let it go unscathed. You can't do that. Do you know that a bad habit is a habit that gone unchecked? That's what a bad habit is. When you allow something to continuous to happen, it's going to manifest itself into the big monster that it becomes. That's how that works. You don't get involved in something and say, well, I'm just going to deal with this. It's the example of this. Remember the story I told y'all about the guy I'm no longer friends with that got custody of his kid, and the first thing he calls me up and say, no more child support. And I said, man, I don't think that's a good idea. He gets mad at me, you know, oh man, everybody can't be mad at their kid. Oh, I'm mad at my daughter now. Okay. Not what happened. I'm mad at her. Okay. So that's his way of justifying getting custody of his kid by doing the typical thing that women do, portray that you're wrong. No. I'm doing this the right way. You're wrong. Okay. So then a month later, she's screwing everybody. Somebody's in his driveway, told his wife, nope, you can't go in there because my nephew and they're handling his business. Remember that story? What do you think happened the first time she displayed this action? Nothing. The second, nothing. Third, nothing. You get a series of nothings, and then the monster pops up. That's how that works. The monster pops up. I told you guys over on Red Pill Fab. I told you guys over on Red Pill Fab. The one thing that you ignore about a woman would be the monstrous thing that you got to deal with. And the terms that I would always say is, the plant that you ignore will become a hard tree to chop down. The only reason why individuals out there having problems with their kid, because I'm going to tell you something. Kids do not act like that out in public. I know individuals, their kids talk to them like they're absolute dirt, but would go to the store and say, how much is this? $5, and pay $5 for something. You can't possibly be that mean with your parent. With kids can't possibly be that mean with you, the parent, but go out in society and abide by rules. Your kid should be in jail. You should have to go bail your kids out of jail like every day. You don't, listen, here's what I don't allow. I do not allow somebody to do something to me that they don't display with somebody else. That's what ended my last relationship. You're not going to get mad at me and don't get mad at nobody else. I was talking to my client. My client said, my daughter comes into the house and talks to my wife like trash. Then she tried that with me, and then his daughter had the audacity to say to him, I don't like your tone.